Hey guys, just got a Zoom meeting with a potential client, so just thought I'll record it. Hopefully the camera don't die and I'll post it online to see what you think. So we're going straight in with it. See you soon.
Hi,
Hi, how are you?
I'm good. How are you?
I'm not too bad, thank you. Do I pronounce it Shadlane? Shadlane? How do I pronounce the name, sorry?
Shadlin.
Shadlin. First time I've ever
Yeah.
come across that name, it's very nice.
Yes, I'm from Canada and I'm Haitian, so it's from there.
Oh, interesting. Have you met even...
Yeah.
I'm from London myself. I'm in Thailand at the minute,
Uh,
so the time zone's
nice.
literally the opposite. It's just your afternoon's just
Yes.
started, and now it's 1 in the morning for me.
No way.
Yeah,
Thank you for meeting me. That's really late.
that's all right. Thankfully, you're on the. Are you on the west coast or the east coast?
East.
East, yeah. 'Cause I know the west coast is 15 hours apart, so that's an additional 3
Yes.
hours as well sometimes.
Yes. It's a lot. Sometimes it makes it a little bit difficult to meet people because of that.
Yeah, well, thankfully when you're in London, when I'm in London, I'm kind of like in the middle. But over here,
Okay.
it's just completely the other way around, which is a bit annoying.
And are you living there at the moment, or are you just traveling?
Just travelling for a little bit. I'm heading back to England at the end of April, so just around Easter time, and then
Wow.
back for a few months and see where I go from there, really. How about you? Do you travel a lot?
Also, not right now, but I would like to. I would really love to. I think I'm gonna start this year.
Oh, that's good. Where do you want to go first?
I'm not sure. I don't know where I should start. Do you have any ideas for me?
Depends. Do you like the beach life or the city life?
Both, actually. So
Both.
I wouldn't mind.
Hmm.
Yeah.
South America's quite good. Are you North? Yeah.
Yeah.
Depends where you are. America's quite...
Yeah.
To get to Asia, it's quite a long flight for you guys. It's like 20 hours for Asia. So maybe Europe be nice to start. 8 hours to
Yeah.
Europe.
Yeah, maybe because I went to France maybe 2 years ago.
Oh, nice.
It was okay. It was okay. So maybe South America would be good, actually.
For France, you're very brave. Not many people like the French people, so that's a good first pick.
Yeah. Yeah, I didn't like them either.
No, and nobody does. And for some reason, the British and the French people are hated the most.
Really?
My-
British people too?
Only just the British people are really bad drunks. And if they go on holiday, they have a drink, and that's when. But French people, it's just their natural attitudes that people don't like.
Yeah, that's a good reason to not like it.
So let's get into it then, Shadlane. So you're a social media marketing business, correct?
Yes, so I'm just gonna present the company for a few seconds. So I'm
Perfect.
Shadlin. I've been in the industry for over 5 years now.
Nice.
But 3 years ago, we started to think about, because I have a friend, she's in the business also, and she's been in the industry for a few years now too.
Okay.
So in 2022, we decided to join forces and start Innova.
Perfect.
So for a year, we worked on the project, and then we launched back in January 2023. So we've been in business for 2 years now.
Perfect.
And we offer different services, so social media management. We also do content creations. We also do ads. We do a lot of things like related to social media.
Okay.
And we offer custom packages. So what we do is that we're going to talk to the clients and see what they need, and then create a custom package just for them. And we also do campaigns, so sometimes the campaigns are going to be from 3 to 6 months, so it really depends on the client.
Okay.
And right now we're looking into scaling the business for the next year, so that's why we have been posting jobs to be able to delegate this to professionals, so that's why I'm meeting you today.
Perfect. And obviously, I know you're doing your custom packages now. Do you guys have like a certain niche you're targeting, or is it just anyone that wants social media?
No. Yeah, I forgot to mention that we don't have a niche right now.
Okay.
And I don't know we'll ever have a niche because sometimes when you have a niche, it's kind of touchy because, for example, if we work in tech,
Yeah.
We could work for a client, and then we're gonna work with their competitors. So it's
yeah, you don't want to create a rivalry or something.
Okay. Yeah. So that's what we're doing niche right now. So that's about it. So can you talk about your experience and what do you do?
Yeah, perfect. So what one second, let me just finish this note. So what I do, I take notes just in my meetings, just to, obviously if we work together I've got a full understanding at the start and then I get more questions after. So what I do personally is I mostly use AI automation to help with email marketing, LinkedIn outreach. We do social media outreach as well. So we normally, with most of my clients, they have ideally like a few niches. Like they don't have a certain niche, but they might have like business to business they want to target. So they'll give me 10 niches in there or something like that. And then I'll use LinkedIn to kind of find the CEOs, founders of the company, try to get around 2,000 to 3,000 people per niche. And I'd put that into an AI automated system, which we set up to create personalised content. So the AI reads their LinkedIn profiles, it to see their posts, it to see their bios. We can use that on Instagram as well to see what they've recently posted. And it will create a first paragraph which will be completely personalised, make it seem like we've actually looked over their account, we've taken an interest in what they do. Because I don't know about you, but if you use LinkedIn, you get so many messages where like, I see you do this, but I'm really interested in sending you this. And I'm like, you haven't looked at my account, you don't know what I'm doing, I don't even open your messages anymore. I've got like 300 unopened messages. Exactly. So we do the personalised outreach, and then the second half of the email would be copywriting that I've done personally to try and hit the pain points, try and hit their beliefs, make them, whenever they have a problem, they instantly think of me or your company based on the email that they've had. And then we'll try and either, depending on what you want your call to action to be, it might be you want to book a call, it might be you want them to purchase this first course for like $99 or whatever. We'll try and get them on that first one, and then we'll kind of go from there. We try to aim around, if we're doing emails only, we try to do 50 to 100 emails per day. Obviously that depends on how many domains you have, so if you have like 2 domains, we can do up to 200, 3 domains up to 300. It's kind of 50 to 100 per email domain. And then we allow that any open rate, any response and everything, we'll give you weekly check-ins, we'll come back. A lot of companies prefer, once we've got a warm lead, some of them like to take over, others prefer for us to carry it on until they book a call. So we kind of work to what you want to do, and then once everything's all over and the call's booked, we'll pass them over to you guys.
Okay, so yeah, that's really good. So what we wanted to do, because we've been talking to high ticket sellers also. So when we talk to them, the person we chosen, what she would like is a person that would be able to reach out to the potential clients and book calls, and she would be the one handling the calls.
So she wants her calendar booked for her, and then she'll take over from the calendar, really.
Exactly, because she was saying that she could do lead generation, but she was not the best at it, and that she didn't really have the time to focus on that. So that's what we're looking for. We're really looking for someone that's going to be able to reach out to other companies and then be able to like book the call and then send it to the high ticket seller.
Perfect. So what you want ideally for social media, I'm assuming you want to target more growing based businesses, people that maybe they've hit their first like 100 grand, but they haven't got a personal brand yet. So you want to try and get that personal brand. Or as well, you said you do ads, so you try and want to help them scale with ads, because they might have a bit of ad money now to scale a bit more ideally.
Yeah, I mean, it really depends. Of course, we've been working with smaller clients and bigger clients. Yeah. Right now, we're looking to scale. So, of course, we're looking for clients that have bigger, budget.
Yeah.
But we're open to anything really. But our goal would be to have about like $30,000 per month. So that would be about 3 clients at around 10,000 or whatever works. Yeah,
Okay.
so that's what we're looking for right now. So if it's going to be an ads, it's going to be an ads. If a client wants to do a campaign that's going to last 6 months, it's going to be a campaign. So right now we're just looking to scale up the business so we can,
How much are you guys normally getting per month?
Right now, we have clients, but we've stopped taking new clients because we're working on everything inside. So we're working on the administration, the selling, the lead generation. So I would say we're about like maybe 5,000 right now, just because we don't have new clients.
Okay.
But yeah, so we're just looking to scale, and we have people coming to us. So like sometimes it doesn't really fit the criteria of what we're looking for, but we know that as soon as everything is taken care of, like it's gonna be easy for us to grow to $30,000 a month.
Yeah, 100%. Sounds like in your business career, you're at, like you say, you're at a scaling point where you want to outsource the work, and then you and your partner can focus on the bits that you will need to focus. So whether that's running the business himself and having someone else do the ads for you, you ideally want to be able to take a step away and not put as many hours in.
Yes, because we have been doing this for years right now, so it's doing everything is doable, but we're getting a little bit tired, so that's why we want to delegate a little bit, because it's a lot of work.
That's what we done. When I worked for the coaching business that we originally started, when we started it was done for you, so we'd take on the clients, do everything for them, and then after 2 to 3 years we started to do with you, or we'd start selling the courses as well. So that way we could upsell. If someone wanted a one-to-one or anything like that, they'd pay more. But then the people that wanted to help still but couldn't pay as much, they got the course, and we didn't have to put as many hours into the business. So it definitely helps a lot when you do it.
Yes, that's really good. I feel like that's the best way to do it, honestly.
Yeah, 100%. It's once you get to that point as well, you just keep scaling. There's no cap on your potential because you're getting the time freedom as well now.
Yes, exactly. So I have a question for you.
Yeah.
Have you ever worked with a social media agency before, or would this be your first time?
So at the minute, I have 6 clients booked on myself. So I mostly have online clients. I've just booked on a Norwegian company 2 weeks ago, and they do online social media. They do content creation and such for content creators, and then they're also targeting business people, so they're doing ads, sales, and everything like that. I've also got a few more online businesses. I've got a tech business. I've got some SaaS companies. So a lot of my clients are online businesses, so I do have quite a bit of knowledge in the online space. What I do with my clients is once I board you on, I do kind of give them like a questionnaire, and it just allows me to get more in-depth information on who they want to target, their services themselves, so it lets me copyright and everything like that. And based on the information they give me, it helps me tailor my approach a lot more to who they're trying to work with, what they're trying to sell, and make sure they're getting the right clients and hopefully getting them warm leads as well.
Okay, perfect. That's perfect. And I had another question. You answered that one.
Already answering them before you give them.
Sorry?
Already answering before you give them, from the sounds of it.
Yes, you answered a lot of the questions I already had, so I'm just going through the list to see if there's other questions I could ask. So yeah, how do you ensure that your leads are high quality? Like, because I know that you said that you reach out to, you send about 50 to 1,000 emails per day, and we're looking for people that are going to invest in their social media. Like, how do you ensure that we get to that conclusion?
So I mostly use LinkedIn Sales Navigator. With social media approach, I'd also be using Instagram, Facebook and that. But the good thing with LinkedIn is you're able to tailor a lot. So you're able to tailor how many people they've got in their business. You're able to see how much money they're making. You're able to see how often they post. So I mostly do LinkedIn to be like recently posted in the last 30 days, because then you know they're socially active. You're able to see obviously if they're the founder, the CEO, where they are in the business. So we always try to target the higher ups, whether it's the chief of marketing, the CEO, the CEO, anyone that has decisions in the business. We try to target them. Obviously, we don't want to target someone that's only worked there a year and is at the bottom level. So we're able to tailor quite a lot based on what they've already got on their LinkedIn. Obviously, we try to do, say like the Norwegian company, they're targeting business to business, so that one of theirs is construction. So we try and do, recently increase their business by 10%, whether that's they've taken on 10% more employees, whether their revenues increased by 10%, something that will show that they're growing at the minute and that they're going to need their services. And it's kind of just based on, like I say in the questionnaire, based on the answers you give me, I'm able to tailor it down so much to the finer details. So that kind of comes down to helping you find the right niche or audience that you want, as well as the answers you give me once you're onboarded, and helps me get a more in-depth kind of answer to everything as well.
Okay, perfect. Thank you. Perfect. That's perfect. And I wanted to know how do you process with everything? So, for example, if ever we choose you, how would it work? You would how do we communicate about everything? What's the process?
Okay.
I don't know if that was clear.
No, that's all right. So, have you ever heard of a company called Flowsy?
No.
No? So Flowsy is an online software which is kind of tailored just to agencies.
Yes, I think I did. I'm sorry, I think I've heard of it.
Yeah, do you know Iman Darcy? The YouTuber.
I know what?
Do you know Iman Darcy? Like one of the social media.
Yes.
He's kind of like an investor in the business, so you might have heard it from him. So what that company does is I'm able to onboard my clients, and instead of, like a lot of companies have one software for talking, one software for everything just to give you the metrics, everything ideally you would need for an agency is kind of in this one software. So I'm able to chat with you in it. Any content you want to give me, say you want pictures and emails, you're able to upload it there. Say you want the metrics, it can all be uploaded there. So what it is any information you need, if you need to talk to me, it's all within this one software. So instead of telling you, I'll use WhatsApp to communicate with me, use Google Docs to send me all of this, it just makes the process a lot easier for you guys. And so I'm not telling you to download everything. It's just one place, one app. You can hit me at any time. Because obviously you guys want the results, but you also want it to be stress-free. You don't want to have to keep worrying about everything. So I'll try and keep it as stress-free as I can for my clients as well when doing it.
Yes. Okay. That makes sense, because obviously we're working with a high-ticket seller. So I'm just wondering if we'll be able to all communicate without it to be too difficult for any of the parties. So I feel like that's really good.
It's good.
Honestly,
it's good as well because you can add anyone into it. So obviously, if you want the high ticket close, you just we can put them in the chat. They can access everything. Your partner can access everything. With one link, I could invite whoever you want to join the process as well. So it's quite easy in that respect.
Okay, perfect. Thank you.
That's alright.
So, perfect. I think you've answered all my questions, actually. Could I please have your email, if you're open to it, of course?
Yep, so it's...
No, I'm sorry. I have one last question.
Go ahead.
So sorry.
Go ahead.
So, I was wondering, because, how would you like to, for the payment, how do you prefer it to work on your side?
So obviously I've looked at your proposal to see you're trying mostly to get commission based, is that correct?
Yes, but I know on Upwork I've heard that it's not permitted. I've learned that yesterday, so I'm kind of confused on what to do. But
what I do myself, I don't personally do the payments through Upwork and that, because Upwork take a big fee of their contract of the people stuff. I've only recently been on Upwork myself. I kind of just hired a team, they do most of my outreach for me. So they kind of help me with everything. So I grab either your guys' emails or my emails, and then I send the proposals after. Normally, what I do is I charge an $1,800 a month retainer fee. But where you guys are trying to do commission only, Obviously, I personally have a team to pay for as well, so I kind of need to make sure there's money coming in. So what I was going to try and do, if it works for you, is I need kind of a £1,000 base fee just to pay for my team to help with the process, which is £800 less than I normally charge, but then a percentage of the commission, so whether that's 10% or whatever you're looking at. And then it would be just the software fee as well. So I normally charge, depending on the clients, obviously, I try and give them the lower price. Say we're only sending 5,000 emails a month. Try and give them the price of the software cheaply at first. And then if they want more outreach over time, we can start increasing the software prices to however much it charges for 10,000 emails a month or so. So mine would kind of be the flat rate of 1,000 a month just to help me pay for my team. Obviously, I've got my clients as well, so I'm quite select on who I work with just to make sure it's going. And then to make up for the missing £800, like you said, a bit of commission, so whether that's 10% on how you wanted to work it. And then it would be the software fee as well, just to make sure all the software is operating for you guys and just to make sure you're getting the best outreach.
Okay, perfect. So I just want the software fees would be included one of the fees you just told me, right? Or it would be added to the £1,000 fees and the commission.
It would be added on.
Okay, perfect. And do you know around what's the price of the software fees?
So it kind of depends on what you have. So do you guys have any emails warmed up already? So some clients, if they start a new email, we need to warm their email up first. This is just to stop their emails going into spam. Because if you start mass sending emails on an email account which is only a week old, it will go into spam and it'll be less read. So it depends on if you're using a new email, we'll kind of have to pay the software to get them warmed up first to lower the chance of it going into spam. If the email's already warmed up, I won't need to add that in because they've already had emails sent through them. So kind of depends on how many emails have you got warmed up at the minute, or would you need me to warm any up for you?
Well, we've been using the same address for about 3 years now, okay. But we're looking into maybe changing it to a business email. So upgrading it to a business email. So I don't know if we would need to do that also, or okay. If it would just be the same. I don't know.
So if it's the same domains, it shouldn't be that much. Ideally, I do have a price here at the minute. Let me go back on my notes quickly because I had to give the Norwegian people a price once I calculated theirs. So it was, let's have a look here. It was about $300 for all the software. That's taking out the warm-up software as well. So it was around $300 in total for all of the software for 5,000 emails a month. And that as well, okay. That can also include LinkedIn. So what we can do is we use Lemlist, which has emails and LinkedIn integrated into one. So say we send like a beginning email, we can then select like a day later, view their LinkedIn profile, or send them a connection request on LinkedIn as well. So then we can send them an email and send them a message on LinkedIn during the same campaign. So we're kind of targeting them through 2 different softwares just to make sure we're getting the best outreach and make sure they see us as well.
Okay, perfect. That's perfect. So thank you for answering my questions and thank you for taking the time at 1 a.m.
That's alright. I'm going to bed after this, hopefully.
Yes, so we have a lot of other people to interview, but yeah. I really like what you have to propose. Can I have your email?
Yeah.
So if ever we need to communicate with you, we're going to do so by email. It's going to be easier for us. And yeah.
That's fine. So I don't think there's a chat section on this Zoom, so I might have to just ask you to write it down.
No, I think we'll have to just spell it for me and just tell me.
That's right. So it's Owen
Mm-hmm.
At adverve, ADVERVE
ERVE
.io.
.io.
Yeah. So it should be Owen at adverve.io.
Okay. I'm going to send you an email just to be sure that I have the right one.
That's all right. How many calls you got after me then? You got a busy day or is it a bit quiet?
But no, today that's the only call I have because I have a lot of things to do for the business. But I have to see maybe like 8 other people.
Oh wow, a lot of people then.
Yeah, a lot. I love obviously I love what you have to propose. I would just have to see for the budget of the company right now.
No,
so
100%.
I just have to look. So maybe if like we can't work right now, which is probably gonna be later when we'll be able to pay you the right amount for your
That'd be
work.
fine. Yeah, that's okay.
Yeah.
Hopefully the budget's in budget though, and we'll try and get you that 30k even quicker.
Yes, exactly. We have to invest to have like quicker results.
Big risk, big reward. That's what they say, right?
Yeah, that's what they say. So I'll send you an email.
Perfect. Let me see if it comes through.
Exactly.
Perfect.
So, perfect. So if you have any other question, you can reach out to me by that email.
That's all right.
And if I ever need to talk to you, I'll just send you an email.
Perfect. What I can do as well, if you like, I can get you the proposal sent over with all the price and that as well, if you'd like to just take that on the side.
Yeah, that would be perfect, actually.
Perfect. I'll get all that sent over within the hour or two for you, okay?
Okay, perfect. Thank you so much.
No worries. I hope you have a good rest of your day.
You too. Good night.
Good. Have a good afternoon.
Thank you. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye. And that's the client call for the wrap dryers. What was that? Bang on half an hour? I shut up a bit late, so maybe 26 minutes. So what he's doing now, after I fucking made the proposal, it is 1:30 in the morning. I am kind of looking forward to going to bed in a minute. But we'll get that proposal sent within an hour or two. If you heard on the call, I use Flozy for my software. So what I'm able to do with Flozy is create a proposal on there using ones I've sent before. So I'll just get all of that sent over, create that, and we'll go from there. Hopefully it works out. You know, be nice to get an extra few grand in the bank. It's long though, guys, you know. The only issue with Thailand is if I get an Australian, there's only 3 hours ahead of me, it's fine. If I get someone in England, 7 hours behind. The Norwegian company did 2 weeks ago, they're 6 hours behind. Americans, they're either 12 hours or 15 hours behind. So I'm not actually sleeping at a Thai time, you know. This morning I went to bed at 9 in the morning. And that's kind of the sacrifices you have to make at the start. Obviously, like I do say, I've been able to hire my own team now to do my outreach for me, thankfully. So I'm not going to spend as many hours focusing on getting clients. Thankfully, they're getting clients booked in for me, and I've just got to show up to the calls and do the work for the clients, which is only a few hours a week per client, which is nice. With email marketing AI itself, the most time-consuming bit is the start, when you're having to make the AI for them. You know, before this call, I was just making an AI chatbot for the Norwegian company to put on their website, which will be able to capture their email and add them into a CRM, where we're going to send them a free guide on content creation. So, at the start, it's a lot of hours, you know, but it's what I'd rather do. You know, if you want to start your own business, you want to be able to make money online, it's the risk you have to take. You know, you have to be up early or going to bed early. By early, I mean fucking early in the morning, not early in the evening. But once you're in London or if you're in America, you know, if you're in America, you might get more American clients. When I'm in London, I still get a mixture of everything, but I'm more in the middle. You know, Americans are only 7 hours behind me. Australians are 9 hours in front of me. England is the better time zone, but Thailand's the cheaper country. You know, the money I make online here goes a lot further than it does in England. You know, like this apartment is only £800 a month, which is nothing. It's not even one client. You know, my outbound team that I'm paying, it's about £1,000 a month, so that's already what, 1,800 I'm paying on expenses there, not including food. So you have to make sure that you're making enough money to pay for your teams, to pay for your expenses, and to make sure you're doing a little bit of spending money yourself. But I hope you enjoyed the sales call. I'll try and record a lot more. I had like 5 last week, 6 last week, so I should have probably recorded some last week, but I did totally end up forgetting. But I'm going to try and record more sales calls and get more things going. Hopefully you enjoyed it. If you have any recommendations to improve it, let me know. I don't want to kind of record the Zoom itself, just in case the client A doesn't want their face shown, and B, I don't think I can upload that to social media without their consent anyway. So it's just not easy to just record me and kind of go from there. But adverb out, DWA out actually. This is DWA, not adverb. DWA out. See you in a bit. Adios.